Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at some video games. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader launch trailer and Space Marine 2 release dates revealed at the Game Awards. There's been huge news announced for two Warhammer video games earlier today at Game Awards. We've had new trailers and a release date announcement for the hotly anticipated Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. But first, let's get the big news out of the way. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, the CRPG from Owlcat Games, is available to buy right now.
Peggy 16.
The Rogue Trader has fallen. Now I must take up their mantle to restore the dynasty to its former glory, to reclaim what humanity has lost, to venture forth into darkness and bring the light of the Emperor to the uncharted void. Dangerous heretics, vile mutants, and Xenos threats beyond number. All must be cleansed in his name. The choices I make will shape the course of my destiny. And with each haunted step, I wonder, where will my journey end?
Alright, so I gotta say, pretty cool overall. I definitely like the scale difference we see between like the Space Marine and your normal sized humans. Overall, the gameplay looks pretty good. That was definitely a blend of cinematics and gameplay. But pretty cool, you know, basically like a turn-based kind of thing, similar to like a Final Fantasy setup. Not bad. There's 3 different editions to choose from. The Core Edition, Deluxe Edition with digital OST, art book, and bundle of in-game items. And the Voidfarer Edition, which contains everything in the Deluxe Edition alongside even more in-game items and a Season Pass. The Season Pass can also be bought separately and includes 2 updates that are coming in 2024 at a discount. The first will add a lethal death cult assassin companion to your crew, while the second lets you recruit an officer of the Adeptus Arbites, an uncompromising dispenser of the Lex Imperialis. Owlcat Games is also releasing an additional free DLC consisting of in-game items, which will be available until the 31st of January 2024. So pretty neat. Elsewhere in the 41st millennium, news has surfaced of Lieutenant Titus and his battle against a relentless swarm of High Fleet behemoth. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 has a newly announced release date of September 9th, 2024. So we're talking about basically like 10 months from now. So I think a lot of people were anticipating this was going to be like Q1 or maybe Q2 next year. But it does look like it is the end of Q3, which means realistically, I don't want to be a pessimist, but there's a good chance that it probably doesn't even make it out in 2024. Because with a game like this, it's basically just one hiccup away from like a 3-month or 1 quarter delay. And if they're already scheduling it for like the beginning of Q4, end of Q3, realistically, I wouldn't even get that excited. And nor would I be surprised if it didn't even make it out till 2025. But that's just my opinion. Hopefully we're wrong for all the people that have been patiently awaiting this. Because they definitely gave impressions earlier this year that this was going to be coming out in 2023. So the idea that it might not even be out till 2025 is pretty crazy. But also not that big of a surprise in the video game space. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 has a newly announced release date of the 9th of September 2024, which means you'll be rubbing up your chainsword and fighting the endless Tyranid hordes, and some more insidious foes later next year. You can still sign up for the beta, which you can play in co-op and pre-order the collector's edition, and there is a link if you want to check that out. Let's take a look at this little trailer.
What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
All right, so very, very cool. Obviously, that trailer looks absolutely amazing. So from what we've seen so far, the cutscenes look awesome. The gameplay looks awesome. The just sheer scale of it is just absolutely amazing. A beautiful remastering of like the first versions, kind of got like a little bit of a Gears of War thing going on. And they've definitely captured like the mass scale, like kind of horde. It really does look amazing. And the truth is, I'd rather them take their time with it on the release and then just get it right the first time than put out a product that's just not quite ready. So touche on them. Obviously, that's the most awaited game, but that's not it. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. If you're hungry for more of an immediate trip to the grimdark worlds of Warhammer 40,000 and don't mind being immersed into the endless mill, the Warhammer 40,000 Darktide has covered with the Trader's Curse Part 2, released as part of the game's 1-year anniversary this week. Team up with up to 3 other rejects and take on Warren 6-19, a new mission set in the Carnival area. There are also new stims to pilfer, which unlock a number of boosts and boons for your character, as well as new weapon marks, exciting variations for existing hardware to snag. Don't let all the shiny trinkets distract you though. You'll need to keep a tight grip on your melee weapons because you may find yourself hunted during missions by the bloodthirsty Karnak twins. The gossip around Tertium Hive is also frothing with rumors of secret missions, but our sources on this have gone silent. That's all the latest Warhammer video game news from Video Game Awards. Let us know what you're most excited about on the official Warhammer Facebook and X Twitter pages.
Morningstar, this is Wormwood. Please respond. I'm being followed and do not have much time. Morningstar, be advised. The Obian presence in the carnival goes deeper than we first believed. It is not enough to interrupt their distribution network. You must destroy the stim production at its source. But our efforts have not gone unnoticed. I'm hearing rumors that Wolfer has let the Karnak twins off their leash. Cutting comms before it is too late. Pray for me.
Part 2 of the Traitor Curse tasks strike teams with a new mission: to explore the carnival's back alleys in order to locate and destroy the Mobian production facilities. This update also introduces a new combat encounter. The Karnak twins have been sighted across Tertium and are ambushing strike teams. Be on guard. To help meet this challenge, operatives will now have access to additional tactical options in the form of stims that can be looted from the field. We're also adding new weapon marks to the game to allow players to enhance and diversify their playstyle. Thank you for playing Darktide, and remember, the Emperor protects.
Okay, so Darktide definitely looks pretty cool. It's neat. The graphics are okay, and I haven't played like the actual version that's out now or anything. I'm really not into video games at this point in time in my life. But to tell you the truth, like the cutscenes look good and everything, but the actual gameplay just sort of looks like something from like 20 years ago. And it's not necessarily that the gameplay is like bad or anything like that, or it's not fun. Just like from like a graphics perspective, it just does not look like it's up to date with like other games out here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the trailer itself, but that's just my 2 cents on it. So very exciting. Obviously, the big deal is the release of Space Marine 2. Having an official date is definitely a step in the right direction. I don't know if it was just sort of like the impression I got after seeing like a few of these articles over like the last year, but it did seem like this was going to be coming out in 2023, and obviously that's not the case. And now it looks like there's at least a possibility it's going to make it out by the end of the year 2024, but could go either way, to tell you the truth, just based on like how video games actually work compared to like the official release dates versus like what you actually get. So let me know if you have played any of these games, the ones that are either out or the betas. Let me know what you think of them if you have, or if you're excited to give them a try. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Also like to hear your opinion if you think Space Marine 2 is going to make it out on this release date. Also like to hear if you think this Space Marine 2 is going to make it out on this release date, or more than likely going to get delayed and probably not be out until 2025. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And of course, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I will actually play Space Marine 2 when it comes out. It looks pretty awesome, and I'm out of here.